Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Sports. My name is RevTrev and it's Victory Monday. It is 2024. It's a great time to be a Green Bay Packer fan. Man alive, this is so fun. How are you guys feeling? Because I'm feeling great. What a game last night. What an awesome way to kick off the end of the 2023 year and season, and there have been so many question marks, so many ups and downs, and here we are just winning at the right time. To be a fan right now, watching this team click on all cylinders, absolutely amazing. And so let's just dive into it, right? We are talking about not only are we there, we're gonna, sorry, my graphics my banners are up right now. Week 17, Packers 33, Vikings 10. Vikings 10. Are you kidding me right now? I predicted, I'll show you what I predicted, everyone. You're gonna laugh at this. I mean, I just barely got it wrong, okay? I predicted the Packers are gonna win 23-21. Because I thought the offense of the Vikings was going to show up. Apparently not. No way, everyone. We're talking about a blowout in Minnesota at US Bank Stadium. Kirk Cousins with his shirt off there in the crowd, helping his quarterbacks out. That did not matter because we are the better team. We won the must game. I mean, Vikings fans are so angry, so upset, and they should be, right? Like, how do you lose this game like this? How do you at home, you got to win to keep the playoff hopes alive. Now you guys got to go to Detroit. You guys, there's no way you're making the playoffs. I'm sorry. It just is what it is, and I am so excited about this huge victory by our Green Bay Packers. Absolutely stellar and fun to be a part of. My goodness, this has just been such a great evening, great morning. I woke up and I was like, it's 2024. It's my son's birthday. And the Green Bay Packers beat the Minnesota Vikings last night. Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Okay, so we got to start talking about the game here. Not just like, yes, I am so excited because the Packers are proving the world wrong. Like, we're proving the world wrong, even our own fan base wrong. There are so many Eeyores out there. Like, there's been times where I've been like, okay, I just need to like temper my expectations, right? Because they are young. We all know that. At the end of the day, we need to just sit here and go, you know, they are the youngest team in the league. They're the youngest offense in the league. That's what it is. It is what it is. But the fact is, the Packers are proving the world wrong. They're so much better than we thought. I mean, yes, they had some struggles, and yes, there's terrible turbulence for a long time, but or for a number of weeks, I should say, that we should have won games like Like, we should have beat the Giants. We should have beat the Falcons, right? We should have won those games, but we didn't. But here we are, and we're in the exact same position as last year. You win and you're in, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But Aaron Rodgers last year was at that same spot, winning in. So it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens. This has been a successful year for our Green Bay Packers, and so the Packers are proving the world wrong, proving the fan base, a lot of the fan base wrong, and we are loving every minute of it. Okay, let's talk about this. No Jair Alexander, which you know what I think about that. I thought that suspension was completely stupid. It was overreaction theater. Granted, we get him back for next week, which is really cool. I was just thinking, and the only thing that could be good is that if we win without Jair Alexander, then we're okay. No Eric Stokes, no Christian Watson, no Devontae Campbell, no Dontavian Wicks equals no problem, baby. Let's go. This is so awesome. Are you kidding me? How did we win this game? We every single week we have an excuse to lose a game. We're the youngest. This guy's out. This guy's out. We've been most of the season, we've been without our best left tackle, our best running back, our best wide receiver, and our best cornerback. That's been most of the season. Our best tight end for most of the season. I feel like I'm missing someone. We've been missing someone else. Like, that we have every excuse in the book not to win games, not to be successful. Yet we are continually being successful. So here we are. We're missing all these guys. No problem. No problem. 33-10, everyone. Like, are you kidding me right now? Well, let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings. And I just want to say clearly, I was right because Jaren Hall. Are you kidding me? I told you guys should not be starting Jaren Hall. I told everyone that. I could not figure out why. Why in the world would the Minnesota Vikings start Jaren Hall? Are you kidding me? In the biggest game of the year. Oh, Mullins, he had 4 interceptions last year. Listen, your entire team, all they know how to do, the Vikings, all they know how to do is turn over the ball. That has been your MO all year. So the idea that, Mullins might turn the ball over. Guess what? Jaren Hall turned the ball over as well. Like, this is insane what happened. I'm still in shock, and I was so, like, I was saying, oh, man, there's so many things. No Jair, no Wicks, no all this stuff. I'm not sure if we're going to win this game. Then I'm like, wait a minute. We're playing against Jaren Hall. The 5th round special. Are you kidding me right now? Jaren Hall is your quarterback. And I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback. He's just got no experience. In the biggest game of the year, you put him in. Now, Mullins was definitely a bit better, but I'm telling you right now, even if Mullins played, there was no way we were going to lose that game last night. Our team was on fire on both sides. Actually, all 3 stages of the game, our team was on fire. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And you know what makes me even more happy? Makes me more happy is that now all the Bears fans, it makes you sick, man. It makes you want to puke, doesn't it, Andy, as a Bears fan? That's right. Plus, he's a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie. Why did they put him in? I mean, granted, we have a young quarterback in, doesn't have a lot of experience. Apparently, he's pretty good now. Okay, thanks so much, Andy, for showing up and being a part of this. Okay, so I just want to report a crime. Jefferson and Addison are missing. They went missing. I haven't seen them. I don't know where they are. I don't know what, like, oh my gosh. Like, everyone was talking, like, we last year were talking about how Jair shut down Jefferson. Okay, we shut him down. He shut him down, owned him, like literally owned him. And then this year, didn't. I don't think Jefferson played in the first meeting, did they? And Addison had a monster game against Jair, and everyone's like, "Oh, who's Jair's daddy now?" And it's like, well, he's not even going to play, and you guys didn't show up. Like, this is how brutal you were last night. Your stars weren't even stars, and like, oh well, Jefferson played better in the second half. Okay, Yippee! When the game was over and it was garbage time. Like, seriously now, we need to report a crime. And here's the other miracle that happened last night. Joe Barry's defense showed up. Are you kidding me? Everything came together. Everyone wants to fire Joe Barry. Oh no, good thing we didn't, because they showed up last night in the biggest game of the year. My goodness, that defense came to play. Matt LaFleur at halftime says, the defense came to play. We got to continue to do that, which we did. We did. It was so fun to watch. I mean, that strip sack fumble, oh my goodness, the interception, just the way we were hitting guys, stopping them, just shutting down drives. It was just a pleasure to watch, right? And man, it is crazy. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the specifics. So the defense, I mean, what can you say about the defense other than they were stellar last night? But I want to talk about this guy. This guy, okay, I'm going to move this way. This guy, Jordan Love, this guy that nobody believed in, that nobody said that, oh, it says, oh, must be nice to have had Hall of Fame quarterbacks for 30 years because now you're going to feel like what everyone else feels like. Guess what? This just in. Jordan Love's good. In fact, he could make the Pro Bowl good. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback yet, but all I'm saying is you can't get much better than this start. Week 17, 256 yards passing. Wow. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 1 rushing, 4 touchdowns. Okay, put that here. 4 touchdowns, 4 of them. This guy he was on fire. Now, did he miss a couple things? Yeah, he threw a couple balls to Dobbs that were really difficult to catch. But that laser to Reed over the top was amazing. Finding Melton, like he played excellent. He was fantastic. Everyone should be like, everybody's on notice. And I love what Matt Ramage says. He's like, you got to put some respect to this guy's name. I don't care if you don't like the Packers. I don't care if you don't like Jordan Love. At the end of the day, he is totally proving right now that he is legit. Like, he's had a legit year. He's blown my expectations out of the water, everyone. I don't have my graphic up here, but I had predicted that he was going to get, like, the amount of the touchdowns, everything. He's exceeded my expectations. He's exceeded everyone's expectations. Nobody knew that Jordan Love was going to be this good. Now, has he been bad? Yes. But listen, he's third in the NFL in touchdowns with 30. And you've heard the stats. In his first year as a starter, has more touchdowns, more passing yards, 3,800, than any Bears quarterback in their history. Like, this is insane how good Jordan Love, and he has another game still to play. Even if he botches it up, let's say he does. He won't, but let's say he does. He's better than any Bears quarterback ever. Now, I don't care too much about the Bears, and I don't like doing all those comparisons, but I do want to talk about our best wide receiver on our team. Jayden Reed is unbelievable. I'll be full disclosure at this moment, okay? So when we picked at 13, our fan base wanted, and I made a graphic on this. You can follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and you can see my graphic. The fan base, not everyone, most of the fan base thought that they wanted JSN. And he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's a very, very good player. But we picked Van Ness at 13, and I was very shocked by Van Ness. You could even watch my videos and see I was shocked. I didn't really know who Van Ness was, but I liked that we went defense. I thought we were going to go with a different defensive player. I'm so glad we didn't go with JSN at that spot. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if we went and got JSN there, but I like that we went to go get some help on defense. But in the second round, when we did select Jayden Reed, I was literally like, who? I did not even know him. I never even knew he was in the draft. Now, granted, I don't follow college football as closely as many of you do, okay? So, but even the people that did are like, wow, we're really surprised that Green Bay took him. Well, who would you rather have right now, JSN or Jaden Reed? Because most Packers fans would be like, JSN, who's that? Jaden Reed has become, he might be the steal of the draft from last year. He's been our best wide receiver. Now, granted, Jordan Love chucks the ball around to everyone. Like, he literally does, spreads the ball around. If you're open, he's throwing it to you. Now, Jaden Reed's open a lot, and they get the what do you call it, the pitch passes or whatever they call it. They use him in all kinds of ways. You got to get the ball into his hands. Now, granted, he got hurt, so I hope he's better for next week. But 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. This guy was a man on a mission. Oh, my goodness. It was so fun to watch him, and I really hope he plays next week. In fact, I think Christian Watson will play next week. But here's the guy, and this kind of proves my point about Jordan Love. Bo Melton. Again, another player, like, everyone's like, who? Did you guys know that the Green Bay Packers just signed him today to a contract? Like, get that guy on the contract right now. Week 17, 6 receptions, 105, first 100-yard wide receiver on our team the entire year. Bo Melton. Who's that? Exactly. I did not know. Like, I knew he was on our roster, but I'm like, there's no way. Toure is going to be way higher than him. You've got way too many mouths to eat. Dobbs, Watson, Wicks. You've got Reed. You've got Musgrave. You've got Kraft. There's no, like, he's not making the team. Well, we've needed him. And did he come up huge? He looked like a veteran of like 14 years. The guy was unbelievable. Was he like the newest Randall Cobb or what? So I don't know. It's so interesting, right? And we're going to dive into the Bears content real quick here. But I just want to stop and just say, like, it kind of just shows, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it matters who's out there, but like, look at how the talent this wide receiver core has of Green Bay. Like, we are top to bottom solid, absolutely solid. And I mean, maybe because they didn't have a game plan against Bo Melton, they're like, yeah, whatever. We don't need to guard this guy. Like, even that 4th and 1, he should have caught that. Love hit him in the hands. He should have caught that, but he didn't. But I mean, other than that, he was just fantastic all night long. What a joy to watch this guy. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what I mean? Like, this is just unbelievable, like, what's been happening. And so now we're in that win and we're in situation. And you know what I've been saying for 3 weeks now, that we are going to make the playoffs. I've been telling everyone, and everyone's been laughing and saying, oh, you're a homer, you're biased. No, when I looked at the schedule and I saw the Panthers, I saw the Vikings, and I saw the Bears, I'm like, we're winning this. We are going to go on a 3-game winning streak, and I'm so excited about this. And like I said, even if we lose, let's just say we lose, okay, just for a moment. This has been a super successful season. We found a quarterback. Our wide receivers are way better than we had hoped. You know what I mean? There is so much promise with this team. But I do think we're going to win. And so let's quickly talk about that for a moment. Let's talk about this Bears game. Before we do that, I want to go on to Andy's got a great question. Who is Week 18 more important to, Bears or Packers? Well, that's a good question. I think it's more important to the Packers because we have the playoffs. That is on the line. So it is more important to us. Now, to Bears fans, it's very important because this is your Super Bowl. Like, let's just be honest. This is your Super Bowl, and I have no problem. Like, here, I'm going to give you some credit, okay? Andy and your Bears. Listen, you know me. I am not a Justin Fields hater. I actually think he's a lot better. He's arguably the best quarterback out of that draft class, okay? It's I think he was incredible. I think I would have picked Lawrence, and then I would have picked Justin Fields. Here's the thing about Justin Fields and the Bears. is they're better than their record, and they're better than what Packers fans say. Okay, they are so much better. This is what I mean by this. Okay, I think that if Justin Fields was healthy, they would be either in the playoffs or in the playoff hunt. Okay, I think they would have won at least one or two of those games at least. And I believe that the Bears are better. With Sweat now, you have a good run game. You have better wide receivers. Your defense is much better. So I'm not taking you guys for granted. I do not think this is going to be a blowout game. I think it's going to be a battle. I really, really do think it's going to be a battle. But when you say, who is this more important to? It's got to be Green Bay because of the playoffs. But I understand that Bears fans, you should honestly be hoping that you lose so you get a better draft pick. Like, honestly. Like, in all seriousness, not trying to be rude or disrespectful, that's what you should be wanting to do. But if you win this game, you're going to act like you win your Super Bowl, right? And yeah, you're right, man. It is your Super Bowl. I think it is, right? So, okay, Andy, you said, it's my fault with Toure. He signed with my NFC North signature football at training camp. Yes, you did meet him at training camp, didn't you? And he signed your football. Did Chase Claypool sign your football as well? To say, hey, interesting. Even if the Packers lose, there's still a path to the playoffs. That's wild. Really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I mean, that's crazy. Okay. Hey, let us pray. Good to have you here. Happy New Year to you as well. What a great night last night. It was amazing. Good decision to bench Alexander. I still disagree with that, but we won, so I'll agree with you, okay? So, yeah. Okay, so nope, it's a franchise changer. So if you guys lose, the questions are going to be like, well, do we stick with Justin Fields, right? It's Justin Fields. Or do you draft a quarterback? I think those are legitimate questions. But if you win the game, Justin Fields might be your quarterback and you might go in a different direction. So, yeah, it's a big deal to your franchise. Absolutely, absolutely. I love how – let's pray. You love that. So, yeah, so when we're talking about this game of the Packers versus the Bears, I mean, this is nostalgic. Okay, this is the other thing that was so important about last night's victory. Because for Packers fans, it's not – if you're not living in Wisconsin, your game's not on. Because the games aren't relevant. When you're losing, your game's not relevant. You're not – I couldn't watch the Bears and Falcons game, right? I couldn't watch it because both those teams aren't going to make the playoffs, so they're not going to show that game. I mean, they're going to show the Baltimore and Dolphins game. By the way, Baltimore 59 points. Are you kidding me? This is wild. I just sitting there and like these are important. So I really I just wanted to win not only for last night, but just to say I can watch my team one more last time. And I'm expecting now we have the hope for sure to say we win this and we're going to the playoffs. I get to watch another game at least and maybe another game. Who knows? Maybe we just go on a roll. I don't know. I have no idea what the future holds. All I know, people, is I am loving life right now when it comes to my Green Bay Packers. Oh my goodness. This is just wild and wonderful and I can't wait. And this is where it's going to be good. It's Bears week for us. I love it that the Minnesota Vikings are like, hey, we've got the most NFC North division titles in the world. Yeah, you've got 0 Super Bowls. We care about Super Bowls. Like, we care about the playoffs. We care about winning playoff games. Like, that's what we care about. That's what we're all about. And it's pretty fun. So this is a big matchup. This is a big game. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll do my predictions later on this week. I'll do another live stream, so make sure you like and subscribe for sure. Okay, so Andy says, yes, absolutely, and not hearing all the owning comments all offseason. Yeah, I know. You're gonna hear that. But granted, you guys aren't that much better, dude. Like, honestly, you guys thought you were king danglings when before the season started, that there's no way you're going to lose at Soldier Field to our Packers, and our team's so much better. And I'm like, I think they're better. I really don't think they're as good as you thought. And I was right. Just saying. I was right. So, yeah, this game is interesting. Yeah, Getsy was a double agent. But I mean, what does this mean for us? If we win this game, we go to the playoffs. Let's say we win a playoff game or two. Do you keep Joe Barry around? Like, oh, the narrative changes so quickly in the NFL, right? So quickly in the NFL. But this game coming up is massive. It's absolutely massive. Looking forward to it. Yeah, post in the comments if you have any questions about last night's game or things you want to talk about, or even about this week. I'm happy to connect about it. But man, like this game, 33-10, was better than I could have imagined. Like, honestly, I did. There's no way I thought that was going to happen. With all that talent, all that defense that was so good, we just made them look like the better team from start to finish. And it was just so much fun to watch. It was a blast to watch. It was a blast to be the Packers fan. And so let's quickly just dive in to last night's game. I want to share my screen here. And I want to go to right here. Let's do this. So here's the game, okay? So we scored 10 points in the first quarter, then 13 in the second. That's where they scored their first field goal. Switch quarterbacks, okay? Looked a little bit better for sure. We still scored another 10. They only scored 7. And that's how it came out to 33-10. Is that okay, so let's look at this. Nick Mullins, way better, right? I mean, basically very similar in the completions and attempts. But when it comes to yards, well, I don't know. Like, okay, so if you gave Jaren Hall 22 passes, you don't think he'd have more than 113 yards passing? I don't know. Maybe Jaren Hall was the better choice. I don't know. All I know is the TDs is what counts. Ty Chandler got shut down. Madison, we should report him for a crime of he went missing as well. But this right here, Justin Jefferson, 5 for 59. I mean, he didn't even get 60 yards. Okay, let's just give him 60 yards, 11.8. I mean, he was terrible until, and then their tight end scores, which is great. But didn't he have the fumble? He tipped it and got the interception. That's what it was. Addison, 3 for 28. Like this, did they even get? They got no sacks on us. 0. Are you kidding me? Now let's quickly just run over the Packers. We've talked about Jordan Love. We saw Sean Clifford. That was awesome. He threw that major pass, got 37 yards from it. That was cool. Aaron Jones. Oh, I forgot to talk about Aaron Jones. It's a different story when Aaron Jones is healthy, everyone. 20 carries, 120 yards, 6 yards per carry. And then you've got Taylor getting some garbage time minutes. You got A.J. Dillon, who ended up hurting his wrist, but he was pretty effective as well. The Jordan Love rush run was like, there was no way he was stopping. It was like him and Jaden Reed. They were both sitting there going, like, are you kidding me right now? Like, we're not going to be stopped. We are not going to be stopped, right? So both of those were excellent plays. The Jordan Love one where he just gets over the line and just in slow motion looks so much better, right? But this Bo Melton thing, are you kidding me? Average 17.5 yards. Oh, my goodness. And you got Jaden Reed with 14.8. Like, who? Tucker Kraft was awesome, too. Even though he only got 48 yards, those are tough yards. Romeo Doubs was okay. I mean, obviously the numbers aren't there, but Heath had a catch. Like, and then if you look into here, Ballantyne, an interception, right? Let's go to sacks here. Let's get Clay Walker had one. That was a perfect one that they did. Preston Smith had that one as well. I think that was the strip fumble, wasn't it? No, I can't remember. But like we were all over them, guys. We were all over them. And the only glitch we had was the botched punt. So yeah. So anyways, that's kind of just looking at the tail of the tape there. That was pretty fun. So yeah. And dude, It was so cool. Good night, Vikings. Like, think about all the people we know, Andy. Think about all the people that we know that are Vikings fans. Like, they're so angry today, and rightfully so, right? Like, I would be so angry if I went, like, if we lose 33-10 to you guys come into our, I'm gonna be not happy about that. Just telling you right now. But at the end of the day, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, if I was a Vikings fan, I'd be mad. I'd be really mad. And here's the other thing. Like, we know that if Kirk Cousins was playing, they'd be in the playoffs, right? We just know that. We know that. So, but they're not, because almost like half the league has lost a quarterback this season due to injury, and lots of them have been big, like Kirk Cousins and Deshaun Watson. Even though Flacco's awesome, by the way, I don't know how he's playing like this. You've got Joe Burrow that's been out. You got Aaron Rodgers that went down in his very first series. Like, there's a lot of quarterbacks have gone down, and so unfortunately the Vikings were in there. And it'd be interesting. Like, we've had Jordan Love all year, so. But I know a lot of people love Clifford. It'd be interesting to see what he looks like. But I'd only want to see him if Love is injured. So yeah. Anyways, I'm so glad you guys came out to this live stream. I'm so glad for this huge, massive win. Absolutely massive, massive destruction of the Vikings. I just can't put this graphic up enough. Packers 33, Vikings 10. Now we're going to the win, and we're in. And it's going to be an awesome game Sunday afternoon. Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait for this to happen. So thanks so much, everyone, for showing up, for being a part of this stream, for being a part of the channel. Please hit that like and subscribe. Please share this with all your friends and definitely the Packers fans as well. Absolutely. Appreciate each one of you. Victory Monday, Sunday Night Football, national television, New Year's Eve, massive win. Wow. This is going to be fun. So have a good night or good day. Happy New Year to everyone. Hit that like and subscribe. And of course, always go Pack, go.